One thing about change that you've written about, and I really find fascinating, is the concept of learning. Yes. And how in maybe a more traditional sense, when we went to school and we graduated, we were, quote, done that. And now we kind of dabble in concepts like training, which isn't maybe true learning. I'd like you to discuss where we are in this learning mode and where we need to go.
We're just at the very beginning. I think that, everybody's talking about lifelong learning and the need to be constantly learning. In my experience, again, for most large institutions, learning is still viewed as training. It's the training programs. You put them in a class to listen to somebody, memorize what they hear. And that's sharing existing knowledge versus the learning that I believe is going to be more valuable and necessary in a rapidly changing world is learning through the creation of new knowledge. Not just sharing existing knowledge, but how can we be constantly seeing the changes around us and coming up with new approaches to address those changes that weren't known before. And that's ultimately, I think, something that needs to be done by everybody in the organization. Again, I don't think it's just in the research labs or the innovation center. It's every part of the organization is seeing things that are changing very rapidly and have the opportunity to learn if we created the right environment. We talk about the big shift from scalable efficiency to scalable learning. And the institutional models we have, the way we built huge successful companies around the world was through more efficiency at scale. And the efficiency approach actually suppresses the ability to learn. I mean, one of the things I just use as an example is in an efficiency environment, asking questions is a distraction. It slows us down. Let's just do the task at hand faster and cheaper, right? Don't ask questions. Well, how are you going to learn if you're not asking questions? Yeah. So how do you create an environment that actually draws out and says, we need more questions? That's just one small example of the kind of shift that's going to be required to really drive scalable learning.